Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look on euro currency. So today it's just minor update. As you can see, it's not many things that we could talk about. In fact, today, later in the session, we will get the FOMC minutes release, so it could bring some volatility on the market, and still we could get some spikes, or maybe vice versa. It will trigger the downside pullback that we discussed recently as well. But in general, on the daily chart, you can see market mostly, or better to say, almost has hit the 2264 target in the COP. And as we said in the weekly report in the previous week and weekend, that we did not expect significantly strong reaction above the 2260. It's just because it's also accompanied with the daily overbought. So in fact, this is a kind of the sale for current week. At the same time, some reaction on the COP could happen. The market usually shows smaller reaction on the COP because this is minor target. It's not as important as OP target. And still some pullback could happen. If something will be released in the FOMC minutes, maybe pullback could be strong. So theoretically, we are not sure that this will happen, but still we keep an eye on possible hand and shoulders that could be formed here. Still possible if overall downside reaction will be a bit stronger than just on the common COP target. So for COP, it probably will be maybe some kind of a harmonic reaction. Market could retest 2150, 2170 area, and then theoretically to continue upward action. If we will get some additional driving factors, reaction could be a bit strong. So currently, that's the reason why we do not consider taking the new long position right now, immediately. And just because market stands near resistance, near target, and for consideration of the new entry, we need some better levels and some retracement. Speaking on the morning star pattern that we also discussed here, as you can see, it almost has reached the target. So usually the target of the pattern equals the length of the bars. It's minimal target. And you consider approximately already has been hit. So actually, the only potential that we have to upside in the short term, that take a look that the COP has not been reached totally. So its top was around 2245, while the target stands 2264. So it's some room stands between the top end and the COP. But as I said, maybe on the minutes will be some spike or something of that sort that could let market to complete the target. On the 4 time frame chart, I have checked the ratios, guys, between these tops of our wedge pattern, as we discussed recently, but it doesn't match to the 3 drive pattern, so they are not as accurate as it should be. So that's why we treat it as just a simple wedge. What is good for bulls here is that you can see inside of the wedge we see strong acceleration. Right on top, we've got the minor reversal candle right here. As you can see, market has created the new top and closed below the lows, forming the simultaneously the divergence. So you can see some preparation for a pullback is forming. At the same time, in a very short term, take a look. As I said, as COP has not been reached yet for 20 pips by far, this could be a minor grabber. So if it will be minor bullish grabber, it will be formed here within a few hours. It could also suggest that market probably will show first some minor upward continuation before the reversal starts to form. On the hourly chart, actually the same story. So we'll see minor butterfly is completed here. It's dropped. So if you intend to take a look at the bearish positions and consider taking the scalp short position, despite that we have some already bearish signs in place, I mean the divergence, this butterfly, it will be better to wait for something more valuable, some more extended pattern that could trigger retracement. For instance, if we will get here kind of the hand and shoulders, in this case you could try to use it. But currently, well, without any, except the signs that we already have mentioned, we do not have yet the clear pattern that could trigger the downward continuation. Since this is just the COP, the first target, the downside, we will take a look as on 2170 area. So this is confidence support, as you can see on our chart, and that's most probable area that could be reached once the reaction on the COP will start. So that's what we have currently on EUR. In 2 words speaking, as a conclusion, if you have the bullish view and you trade on the daily chart, you're considering taking the long position. Currently we do nothing, just sit in the hands and wait for a pullback reaction on the COP. Scalp traders, those who consider taking the short position around the COP target in daily overbought, it is possible theoretically, but you will have to place stop above the COP because it hasn't been reached yet for 20 pips. Second, it would be better to wait for a clear reversal pattern. So currently we do not have it. Once it will be formed, maybe based on the FOMC minutes released today, it is possible to consider taking the short position as well, but use very short-term targets, near standing targets, and most probable here, as I said, is around 2170. 2170.